Hey, everybody. Okay. So I'm assuming you saw part A where she told the truth. Black women are the most loyal to a fault. I don't care how many have to die, end up being a baby mama, left alone to tow it all on your own, and then when things go wrong, who do they blame? Black women. That's raising them kids, raising them kids. But where's the man? Who creates the fatherless homes? Let them tell you it's all black women. And it's true. The hatred and disloyalty is so there. I think it's like the highest. This is the only group where we have the majority of women that are murdered by black men. Hence, I've been saying a black man that basically works for the Klan. So it says exactly, black men hatred and disloyalty to black women is why the black community will never be and is burning down to the ground. Wow, this is the next video on the list, burning down to the ground. But it's true. Black women are so loyal. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. We have I just did a video on Patreon about Good Times. Okay. And then Good Times was a spinoff from All in the Family. Black women are so loyal to these men, to the community. I think what it is just a blind love. It has to be. This is the same community that will beat you down. They are so loyal. They are willing to carry a black man's seed over and over again. Don't have to worry, put all the blame on me. And if it gets too tough, I'm just going to call on Zaddy or other people, preferably black women in the community, in my family and friends. Look at the baby showers. The babies that come into this world in the BC, if it wasn't for black women or the government, most of the children wouldn't even eat. The little clothes on a little baby, the little, what do you call it, the wrap or blanket, who do you think is buying that? And the men that are there for the children and their wives, then of course that's considered a simp. But black women, no matter what, they're going to be loyal. I got you. Don't worry. I have these kids. And I'll handle it all. It'll all be on me. And then I'm going to put the rest on the community and Zaddy. Oh, I did the best I could. Something is wrong. The programming is off. I think some black women, a lot of them are, you in love with a dream, honey. A dream that is a nightmare. Case in point, check this out. A person I know, I remember seeing it on the news at the time, because a lot of news in different locations, it's on YouTube. And there was an apartment building. It was in a nice area. Guess what happened? There's been, now it's not recent, it's been a while. There was a, and I don't know if they even caught the guy, but there is a serial attacker. We're talking SA on women. He would not just mug them, rob them, but attack them and then, beat them. First, there was like 3. The next thing you know, the number has jumped up to I think 5. At that time, now here she is, one of those black women that's loyal to the BC. You can't talk about my man, even though he's laid up with some other woman and raising kids in that house. Okay, so what does she do? She's all upset. It's on the news. I'd heard about it, but I just didn't know that she lived in that apartment complex. And it's very large. You know what I'm saying? It's like huge. So like anybody could be there. So anyway, I saw it on the news and she's worried about it. And she said because she works 2 jobs. So she goes to work, picks up their child from daycare. And this guy does not pay child support. He just pitches in every now and then because guess what? When he met her, he already had a whole house set up and a whole new set of kids. All right. So that lets you know what she got herself into. Fast forward, so when she gets off work, she drops her child off at the daycare center. And then, when she goes to work, takes the child to the daycare center, then she goes to work, gets off work, picks the child up, then takes the child to her mother's house to keep him because why? She has a second job. Why she is not going to put that man on child support? She would rather work a second job and make sure that she and that little boy have what they need. She's not about to put him on child support. She is not going to do it. She is not going to do it. She rather sacrifice and work two jobs and handle it all on her own. And he'll pitch in every now and then, come up with, doing a little dirty deed. So when this occurred, it was rather frightening because the stories you were hearing about it. So anyway, fast forward, she told her baby daddy twice about it. Keep in mind, she won't put him on child support. She's working two jobs and work 6 days a week on the night job. That job is Monday through Saturday, off on Sunday, and every now and then it'll work. I guess overtime on her daytime job, but not gonna put baby dad on child support. So anyway, she had told him about, hey, what is on the news? I'm concerned. And my thing is, well, number one, he watches the news. You live in the same city. Yeah, he had to have known about it. It's the one he hadn't called you. So she's like, when you're a woman and you have a child and you're going to the store and getting groceries, that makes you more susceptible because guess what? That guy will see you with bags in your hand. You're distracted. You're easier prey than maybe somebody by themselves. You can just kind of grab a few bags and just go. So anyway, guess what happened? She told him about it. She mentioned to him twice. He told her to be careful. Next thing you know, we fast forward 2 weeks later, and she is all upset. And why is she upset? Because she's upset that she's told him about what has happened, that women are being they're being assaulted. Okay, the guy has not been caught, and she's tired and she's a little nervous. She said, it's been 2 weeks since I told him about it. And guess what? She says, I'm going about my day to day, and he has yet to call and check up on me. He has yet to call and make sure I'm okay. You can have a system that says, hey, when you go to the grocery store, let me know. I'm going to go ahead and come over. And so I'll go with you and make sure you and my son get in safe. And then, we can go together. You get the food, then I'll help you carry it in, and you guys go inside. And then once you're safe inside, I'll even go back home. You can't work that out? She didn't even get a phone call. She was upset that she's told him about this. Again, it was on the news, and it sounded rather frightening. I mean, we've gone from 3, now 5. This is like a serial attacker. So she's upset all about it. He hasn't even called to check on me. And I'm thinking to myself, he hasn't called to check on you because guess what? This man doesn't care about you. I think some women have an imaginary relationship in your mind. Even though he sleeps 7 nights a week someplace else. And then when she gets mad, kicks him out, he can come to you. I really believe some women have an imaginary love affair in your mind. Some women right now, they're shacked up with some guy, got a kid, got a whole house set up, apartment, what have you. He laying up there, you would think they're married, and they're not. In her mind, I'm his wife, or I'm going to be his wife. And then when she's not, ooh, TikTok. I kid you not. So this here, I listened to her, and I just, I don't have much to say because number one, he's already showing you. The man doesn't care about you. You're concerned about your safety. You don't have a gun. And he just says, be careful. Then 2 whole weeks goes by. It's still on the news. At that point, had not caught the guy, and he still has not checked on you. What part do you not get? It's a one-way loyalty. All I can think of, she might be hoping and praying that the other chick might be getting tired of him, and he's going to come her way. The loyalty, again, won't put him on child support. She rather work 2 jobs and take her and her child. That's what she'd rather do. Not gonna put him on child support. She don't want to make him mad. This is what black women do every day, but guess what? They'll try to put the heavy on everybody else of their bad decisions when it goes down. And when it should be their man that's helping, they want everybody to stand in between. Why aren't the men being there for the women and the children? Because they don't love you. They are not loyal to you, and they do have a hatred for you. They don't hate. Yes, they do. If it's between you and a pair of tennis shoes, see who's going to win. Don't let them say we give you 5 pair of free Air Jordans, J's, or whatever they like, Nike, whatever it is, and throw in $1,000. The hatred is there. The disloyalty is there. And she's correct. That's why the community looks like it is. That's why he's not there for his children. He is not there because he doesn't care. He's not there because he doesn't care. That's the only reason. He goes to work someplace if he has a job. He's wearing something on his feet, some kind of shoes, I imagine, and some food in his belly, even if he got the line still. Why? Because he cares about himself. He's selfish. People are doing what they want to do. This community looking all raggedy, full of the seed of poverty, the anger, and the danger that you see. This is what the community wants. And a lot of these mammies, these baby mamas, are willing to stand up for these men through thick and thin and sacrifice themselves and their kids. They're not going to put too much pressure on them. So until the women wake up, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're waiting for the men to wake up, the majority, the collective, and get together, make some changes, sweetie, you're gonna be at the ME's office, the medical examiner. You might end up being at 99 or 110. Don't hold your breath. It hasn't happened yet. But what also hasn't happened is the realization Black women are still asleep up in a dream that one day this dust is gonna validate me. If he hasn't by now, he's not going to. If they haven't by now, they're not going to. They already show you what they do. They do for everybody else but you. But this here's a good example. I thought about that. This man he hasn't even called a check on me. He does not care. There is a RAPIS telling loose, and violent, We're talking about in her same complex where she lives. I mean, seriously, I hate to say it. It makes me kind of wonder. There might be, and I don't want to get her upset, but there might be some angry dust buckets staying with some woman doing this. And he may know, the layout of the whole apartment complex, who's going where. It could be some dust bucket. But yes, until Black women wake up and refuse to carry the seed of poverty D and refuse to continue to be the low self-esteem queens, guess what? They're going to still deal with these dusties. They're going to still carry the seed of poverty D. And guess what? The community is still going to look like it does. Unsafe and truly indeed raggedy. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I gotta go. And I'm out. Simply Sad here on YouTube.